Well, this is my first look at the latest update from Paladins. The one they hyped up is a very large content drop, and as we got to see at PAX, there's quite a bit going on, quite a lot of new stuff, quite a lot of changes. I'm going to use just the keyboard and mouse today while I get acquainted with the new systems, and we'll see if switching to the controller-mouse combo like I normally use is going to be equally as functional. I don't think it's that different of a game, so I'm sure I'll be there switching fairly soon. But here we go, here's 010.1. We're dropping in. I know it's a little late in the day. Update's been out for a moment. Everything looks pretty similar. There's a little bit of a different vibe going on here, but it pretty much looks the same. Backpack looks a little different. Of course I'm in red, so everything's gonna look weird. Here we have our 3 resource bit and new recipes. 1 resin and 2 compound for a research chamber. Large platform A looks different. 2 resin. Okay, wait a minute. Let's look at this here. So this category looks like a tier. Is this a tier? What do you have here? Tier 1, tier 2, tier what? That's a little weird. What do we got? How is this categorized? Small generator, small solar, small wind. Okay. Power cell. Okay. Are all the mods in one thing? Pretty much, yeah, looks like it. We've got extenders, fireworks, small printer is already unlocked. Okay. Now we've got 0 bytes and we've got tethers and canisters unlocked. It looks like filters too, which I think is kind of funny. Medium storage is already unlocked, and medium platform A. It looks like we've got some name changes. Maybe? Okay. So let's look at the table that we were not... Okay, hold on. This doesn't look updated either. Where is... Looks like you went straight underground. Okay, so you start out... Those are your basic tables now, instead of the large A. Oh, wow. Okay. The graphics for the resources definitely look a little different. Glad I didn't kill him with that. Okay, looks like he's got a green tomato. Did it fall through the ceiling? What is that? What is that? Quartz. Did that come out of the pillar here? No, what is this? This is something else. Malachite, so that's our copper right there. It's copper colored now, instead of green, which is kind of a funky oxidized copper. That looks like it must be quartz, since he's already dug some up and it's quartz looking. Okay, moving right along. So is that the one that I was looking at? Yeah, malachite. Okay. Smeltable. Cute. I would have gone with the past tense for what should be done with it. It should be smelted. That's not past tense, is it? Oh, that's probably later, right? Blue and red for aluminum, which I'm not. Oh, that's organic? What? I don't understand. Ah, there it is. What did I pick up that was organic? I missed something there. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, that's our cave system thus far. Everything looks fairly similar, except I'm getting compound really fast. And there's our lower cave. Get to the zone, this is the way you wanna be. Get to the zone, this is the way you be. Keep joke. Let's down this path. Not a lot of. Is that copper again? Yeah, that's copper. Malachite. Okay, so we need to go to the surface and get surface materials to build surface stuff. We've had some fun getting some samples down here, seeing some of the couple of the resource changes that have been affected. New resource, different colors. Very pretty, very pretty. But that's not the only thing we're here for, because new resources means new toys. So let's find out what we've got going on there. I will go ahead and do that and that. I don't have one resin yet. Looks like there's going to be an easy time finding some of that. I like the idea of the complex recipes. I bet there has been or is a lot of debate about scaling down the resource bits, you know, not the ones you find, but the particles. Like, each one of these pops is worth like a layer, and you actually can use that one wafer layer for small things, and then bigger things will take bigger wafers or the full, you know, stack of 4 wafers here. Something like that. We'll see. Alright. I haven't dug anything really, other than, you know, there was thoughts that maybe Terrain 2.0 would be brought in on this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't see it. So, I don't know. Maybe it's here, maybe it's not. Alright. Well, let's look at what we do have at the moment. And that is a backpack full of resources. A different layout for our backpack. Slightly different. Pretty much the same, just an updated looking interface. Oxygen filters cause resin now. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's why it's already unlocked, because they wanted you to see that right away before you started stockpiling compound for your running around. Wait, what? Okay, oxygen filters, small generator, small printer, tether bundle. Okay. We don't have a small printer. It is funny that, you know, oh sure, you've got a medium printer and a small printer, but they both build things that cost 2 resources. So I can see how you want to, you know, the last update they got rid of the medium printer and replaced it with the medium fabricator. Oh my. Well, looks like we need a table. I did not get enough resin for that, but I will do. Oh, did he already have a table? I guess he already had a table. Fair enough. You want me to do it? Okay. I definitely noticed that the tables were a different size. That did not escape me. Okay, let's see. This should have more in it. You know, I contributed one to the table that's going right now, so he may have actually had two in preparation for it, and so he may have one extra, and so I just need to bring back another one. We'll see. Definitely gonna... Looks like there's a lot of plants and stuff around here. Okay, let's get back before we get caught up and suffocate. What do you guys think? How's the, how do the graphics look? Is that okay? Is that displayable? Is it enjoyable? Did I not get it? I thought I got it. Oh, okay. Well, at any rate, I need to dig a hole and drop off my resources. There's the malachite. Laterite looks a little different. They added some blue to it, added some brown to the malachite. I'm going to put the organic over here. Now, previously the storms would not really blow much out of that little dish there. I don't know if they've refactored the storms or anything like that, so we'll see what goes on there. I'm sure he's gonna move this shortly, but no matter. It'll do its job for the moment. Put that wherever he wants. Alright. We're out in the field. Things do seem to load a little bit faster, so the long distance, when you're seeing things farther away, it seems like they simplified what you actually get access to, what you're actually seeing. Actually, I dare say everything looks a little lighter, if you will. The graphics all look a little bit lighter weight. That could just be my resolution scaling and whatnot. We'll have to figure that out as we go. Oh, found some graphite and some clay. It was funny, the first time I heard them talk about clay, I thought, but why? That seems so backwards when you have so many other composites, but... Oh, I'm gonna die. I went way too long. Why'd I do that? Oh, because I got excited. I talked about this. This was the thing happening. So I'm definitely not going to make it unless he just happens to notice and throw a table at me, but I'm not going to count on that because they don't have any kind of sensor that says, hey, your buddy needs your help. Like, he's out here doing this crazy thing. He's being a nudnik in outer space. I always talk about, man, I'd love to go to space. I think that'd be so cool. Go to outer space, blah, 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 blah. But come on, like, the simplest simulation, I keep dying frequently, and I've put I put over 1,000 hours into this game now. While I admit, not all of that is entirely active gameplay. Oh, cool, my first storm. Resin kind of looks greenish, and the organic looks a little more vivid green. So there's graphite, ceramic, which is fired clay. Okay, so yeah, that, duh. Wow, how dense was I finding that clay like? I don't know why we have this. Duh. Of course it's ceramic. Anywho, I need to keep that. And that for tethers. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Tether. Oh. One day there'll be a bigger gap there so that I can effectively use that better. No, what's going on? Nothing wrong with me. Okay, so this is the point where I'm going to go ahead and pick up my controller and get back to the comfort. So I can do that. Whoop. Come on. Maybe there'll be some research out here if I look hard enough. Okay, it doesn't seem like they've done anything to the tethering system, which is fine. I had no issue. Looks like the tethers just look a little different. Okay. Now, there's been a lot of talk about scrap. I think even if I remember right, the developers have acknowledged that when you have a scrap thing pumping out as much generic resource as it does, and then you have the trade platform giving you access to every resource in the game, it's basically OP. And, you know, for people who haven't played 1,000 hours, it's just like, why would I do that? Now, when you have invested a lot of time into this game, you're already on the other side of that. You're already on the, I can dig a hole underground and pretty much have everything, pretty much beat the game, quote unquote, in an hour or two. Personally, I'm not as fast as it, because even still, I will still find ways to drag it out. But that's kind of the point, you know. The more you play it, the more you find weird little ways to push it. And so when I'm driving around scrapping, it's with a goal in mind. It's to put out way too many little bases to do my research. You know, you do the minimal amount of research to get your scrapping vehicle going, and then you leave, and you don't go back to the base until you've got everything researched. And even then, you should just, you know, you could be on the other side of Terra by the time you get there with all the little base platforms researching things. You might as well just say, forget it, I'm going to another planet. And, you know, the only thing you ever did at your base was build a bunch of cars to leave it. You never go home again. Looks like we got something building here. Oh, I don't have any organic. I'm gonna go back and fill up my hole again. No, wait. I don't know why I keep trying to put this away. I guess I should keep a couple of... Yeah, I should keep a couple of these for the oxygen filters. Is that what I think it is? I am already getting the multiplayer gun hose glitch. That is hilarious. What is the deal? 2 years later and my shit's in the ground still. Okay, so I turned off the VSync, which is making it super choppy and gross and huge. I don't know why it's huge like that. Did it just change the scaling in the... Yeah, it did. Sorry guys, I will fix. I recently came back from massive tech issues, which is the reason that I was not able to do this sooner. But we are getting there. What did I change that did that? Let's go full screen and just... Okay, cool. Full screen is giving me almost 30 frames per second. And then we recenter. Bear with me, the sleepy dragon is way too tired to deal with this. I just can't deal. we're gonna put the post-processing, or I mean the VSync back on, and we're gonna kill the anti-alias, and I think that is gonna look awful, but it's scaling it, it's making it pretty for me hopefully, and I'm getting my 30 frames ish. Hey, look at you over there in the wrong place. How about over there in the right place? Oh, what do we have here? That's... pretty sure I've seen one of these before, but I don't know if it was on Terra just hanging out like that. So who knows? Who knows? Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, everything looks pretty much the same, and yet everything looks a little different. And oh, the tree hasn't loaded yet, of course. Okay, I don't see anything out here. Oh, wrong. Is that clay? I found a clay deposit. I don't even know what it's for. Did that not even give me a unit? We're supposed to be a unit, Kirk. How far away was that? Did I just die again? Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. This is probably really boring if I'm gonna keep dying. Oh, it didn't give me the thing. It's alright, I'm going the same way anyway. Now you know. So, the layout of the colors looks a lot different. Even though it's the same colors, it looks like there's a little bit of a different pattern going on here. I wonder if I'm going to get all the same glitches. The rings around the small solar and wind generator. Resource piles reappearing but not giving you anything for popping them. Just hanging out in the air for fun. There was... oh, the sounds that stick around, like the fabricator, the vehicles, the terrain tool. The debris pretty much looks the same in similar patterns. Yeah, it's the same debris, same pattern, same ship falls. I can't tell that anything's really changed with these, other than the way they load is a little bit sequenced a little bit different, but you know, that could just be because my machine likes it better and responds differently. I don't know. It's possible somebody else will notice more or less. Thanks. So if you notice, one of the problems I just had there is that the cursor, because I'm using the controller and I'm waiting for the auto cursor, it doesn't always highlight what's in the backpack next. Sometimes you have to kind of finagle it around a little bit. Put the jazz on it. And that's what you saw there with me moving around and failing to grab and whatnot. Can you still interrupt? You cannot. It looks like you can no longer interrupt it, which is fine, because like once you start turning a material into a thing, the likelihood that you can just stop and turn it into something else is pretty low when you're talking about, you know, different kinds of technology out here. I really hope in the final game or somewhere down the road one day, it's just like you start finding things that unlock, you know, your research thing starts finding, you know, alien research and alien technology, and you slowly start unlocking variations, like, you know, instead of just a generator that eats organic, maybe it's slower, but you can just put like 5 on at one time and just forget about it, and it won't generate quite as much power, but you don't have to babysit it as much. Or maybe it's more tedious where you put the organic in and it turns it into one of those energy blob things immediately, but you know, you have to be there to put it on the table for it to be absorbed. You know, eventually you might have to start socketing your storage holes, you know, designating it like this one's going to be for power and then this one's going to be for this, and you know, there'll be an energy cost and time delay for changing sockets and moving them in and out. And see, that'd be something useful for what I was talking about, the micro resources. You know, you use a fourth of a full piece of what we see as one piece of compound to make a socket that's, you know, designates it for just one thing or the other. Now, if I remember right, the smelter hasn't changed much, and one of my biggest curiosities with the smelter is, does it keep dropping stuff? I don't know. We'll find out. It won't let me. Oh, that's resin. Does that smelt into something? I don't know. We'll see. I remember organic smelts into something or other. I can't remember. The compound looks so dark now. It's all gray and fluffy. Everything's shinier. Yeah, they said they got rid of coal and replaced it with carbon, right? So let's see some of that. Let's make some carbon. Some tall plants here to get this resource mowed quickly. Ba-bam. There's my organic. No, leave that there. Leave it there. No. Absolutely not. Incorrect. Hey, there's a classic A table. Don't you touch my organic. Get out of here. Go away. Fair enough. Point taken. Yeah, I can hear the fabricator still running. So there's still a lot of issues with multiplayer, which is fine. I'm not upset about it. One of the issues I am having with the lag is the fact that I'm doing multiplayer. So forgive me. I'm sure nobody's even gonna watch this because they're doing their thing right now. Now, I don't remember if this did a thing or not, but I gotta know. I gotta see it with me own eyes. Yar. Etc. Wait, does that mean he... Oh, he already dug down. It didn't go anywhere. Seen a wrecked village yet, a trashed habitat. We'll see if that's something that comes about later. I wonder. Whoa. No, it looks like I would have hit something by now. Okay, we'll get some air. We'll poke a couple of holes. Can you believe I knew I was going up? How absurd is that? That's how I have to do that. Did he pick up all the tethers? Oh, there they are. Ah. Let's see. Right through the compound. I'm gonna do you solid here. Since you had the extra tether there anyway. Ah, okay, here we go. This is where I found the lower zone. Oh my, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take this out of full screen because I think it looks terrible. So here we go, we're gonna do another resizing. Get ready. There we go. Turn the VSync back on since we're getting a bajillion frames per second. Okay, now that puts me at 30 frames. Cool. 32, which is a great margin for error. Of course, I am underground, so that's probably about 25 on the surface. Just because there's more to see and you don't have the lovely Silent Hill darkness to meter things out. What do we have here? This satellites. Yes, I know some people know the names of each satellite because all the underground satellites are named for something. Resin underground here. Look at that. Unusual. I bet these still don't do anything. Now, I got a clue as to what the deal is with these things. And I didn't say what they're for. I said I got a clue as to what the deal is with them. Ooh, set off dynamite in the new landscape. Sit down. I'm not going to tell you what I found out about the zebra balls. That will be entirely up to you. He's like, what are you doing here? I just got here. Only imagine what quartz is for. I wonder if ammonium got any more useful. For some reason, I don't feel like it would have. I'm kind of curious where his comes out. Oh, what have we here? Is this Titanite? I believe it is. Yes, we have ourselves a fresh piece of Titanite. Hopefully he's not going to run up on me when I'm destroying these yellow things. We've done that to each other a few times. I'm sure it's relatively inevitable. Well, I hope they have other uses for titanium because, you know, considering they pretty much only make air tanks before, I would have to say I'm kind of done now. Like, I don't need more. Oh, look at that black rock. Is it going to hold it? No. Okay, I need air. Not going to die again. Yet. Ooh, my first treasure tunnel in the new update.
It's like my birthday. Every time I do something I've done a million times already.
Oh my. Well, if you're gonna be like that. There's no oxygen in here, but there is this dude. Let me guess. Oh, no, I was wrong. I assumed he was gonna have a filter. Oh, here we have a shiny small battery. Oh, alright, here comes the storm while I'm underground. I've been curious, you know, so far, storms affect you when you're underground, which I think is weird. Unless it's like some kind of plasma or a magnetic storm that affects you when you're underground. Like, it just affects everything around it, no matter, you know, dirt goes right through the dirt. I guess that'd be some kind of electromagnetic storm, and maybe your suit is powered, you know, so it like interferes with your suit and still makes you move slow regardless, and it has nothing to do with the wind at all. Who knows? Well, rather than going up his, which I'm sure I'll come across at some point anyway, I'm going to take mine to the surface and see where it comes out, because I want to know what happened. Do we get a proper link there? Yes. You know, this, as far as I've seen previously, you can't make a circle of tethers. You just can't. It will gap it somewhere, because, I don't know, maybe it's to save resources in the system in your computer. Maybe it's to let you know that you're being super redundant, so you'll quit it and be more efficient moving forward. Now, this is going to be like, what, 50, 100 feet from the base? Actually, no, it's probably going to be like 400 feet. I forgot how far I went. It's going to be off to the left. In fact, now that we're in the tunnel, making tunnel, I can kind of curve it a little bit. Bend it. And then do my marking, which is this. So that not only can I remember it, but in multiplayer it's especially important, because you don't want somebody being like, hey, your hole's not marked and I died, and then you ruined the game for me. Just kidding. Not making fun of anyone with that. Alright, let's make some titanium. And let's find a place for this battery to chill, because it's a chill battery. Ah, glass. See, we made some glass out of the quartz. What is this? My other piece of titanite that I just put down, that's what that is. Good job, Bill. Buddy. Looks like all our organic got eaten up. My bad. Just messing around. I really, really, really want to find a destroyed base. Maybe that sounds morbid. No, that looks cool. That's where I wanted it. Alright. Right now I'm just using the controller. I'm going to switch to the controller mouse, because... Oh, right. Controller mouse doesn't work for tethers, because you can't remap the controller. Why does it always shoot it that way, and why do I keep forgetting that it's going to do that to me? No, I didn't want that. Cancel. You can't. You have to be careful. I used to be super careless. Well, okay, I am super careless about making things in the backpack like that. I stop stuff all the time because I just pop it open, do the thing, close it again without really even looking, because, you know, like making tethers. Come on, making like 100 tether bundles in one shot. Running around planets and stuff. Oh, I don't think I've done a video on super tether runs. I think I did one for the what I call the gump running, though. I just felt like running. What is that? Debris. Got some debris. And then there'll be some demonster and some deprovolone. I know, those are some really cheesy puns. Is that copper? Copper? In a cove? Copper is a cove? Copper's Cove? Isn't that a place? Copper's Cove? I'm sure that's a lot of places. You know how states are, they all pretend they're all countries because so many small towns stretched out across a large area. So you end up with 50 different cities with the same name because their suffix is a different 2 letters. Did I do it again? No, I'm gonna make it this time. Pearly. What's glass for, huh? What's up with glass? That sounds fun. Like, what do we gotta make, a windshield? A jar? Lens for some kind of funky laser weapon? I really don't want ammonium, but maybe I'll need it soon. No unknowns. Really getting the research shaft here. I don't want your debris. Wonder if they'll ever make a little hopper type feeder for the shredder and stuff. Or does the shredder even exist anymore? I don't know. Tough questions to answer. Because I don't have any resources to build them, and I'm not getting the research to unlock them. That's one thing I love about this game, is you can really play it passively. I'm gonna be honest, that's how you get over 1,000 hours, is like, you're listening to your favorite philosopher, comedian, music, book on tape, audiobook. All kinds of stuff. I've tried watching, like, Star Trek, you know, something kind of in the mood. It doesn't work for me. Soil centrifuge, we need aluminum for. Well, I didn't bring back aluminum, I brought back. Oh, I thought resin melted. No? Oh, you know what? I know what that's for. I know what I'm thinking of. We'll get to that later. There's some new old modules. They have been rebuilt. They have been repurposed. I wouldn't even say repurposed. I would say their purpose has been expanded. Oh wow, he did find a winch already. Look at that. What is this? Set 4. Oh, so those take resin now. Storage takes resin. Okay, well we're gonna go ahead and bust another one of the M's. God, that old glitch in it. Okay. If I remember right, I've got some. Oh wow, it is almost 7 o'clock on the west coast. Lucky that. Alright. Nobody will ever find me. I have... Nope, did not want the ceramic. This is where the mouse comes in. You have too much stuff to want to use the auto cursor, because that's tedious. Wait, was graphite the finished product? Or is that the raw product? Okay, let's take this copper back. Okay, there's our piece of glass for me. We're gonna make our that. There's a piece of copper. There's the other laterite. I don't know if those will happen in sequence or not. Oh, he's already... I didn't even see that he already made the mineral extractor, which is a soil centrifuge now. Oh, wow. Okay, so 2 jars just filled it up completely. Let's see. Examine clay, 4 quartz, 8 clay, 4 organic, 4 resin, 4 compound, 2 graphite. So graphite is a basic element, but that doesn't mean that it smelts into something. It just means that it can't be processed. Oh yeah, that's totally where I wanted that. I don't actually want it stored on the storage, I just want it, like, on it for some reason. And we're gonna get some organic because I'm getting a little impatient. You know, you have not a lot of wind generator. No wind generators, it looks like. I wonder if they've changed the power system at all. Like how much each device produces. Is that in the booklet here? I can't read it. My graphics are too crap. Okay, let's try just... I'm gonna stretch it a little bit for a moment, and then we're gonna refit it again. No, it doesn't say what you get out of it as far as production of power. Okay, sorry if there's a little black border there, I guess. Now, that laterite should be done becoming aluminum. No, we just got our glass. The laterite just started. Come here. You there. You there. You there. Come on. No. Oh, that's the second laterite. Okay, cool. We have an aluminum. Now, let's see what else is in this thing, since I went ahead and made the aluminum, and I don't need to use it on the centrifuge. We have nothing else unlocked. Alright, let's see what we're doing on research. Whoa. 5,000. Okay, these are all small things. A small printer's all the way at the bottom. It's already unlocked, who cares? Beacon, work light. Okay, we've got medium generator, medium solar, medium wind. Looks like the costs have been adjusted a little bit. Medium batteries, only 3,000. Medium shredder, drop ship, splitter, drill head, solid fuel thruster, winch, shuttle, rover seat, shuttle seat. Good for them, they put the names right. Large sea platform, research chamber, chemistry lab. Trade platform still exists. We'll see what it's capable of. They raised the cost of the large shredder. Good. Cost of the vehicle bay is up. Good. I'm actually glad that they're increasing the costs. I know for some people that are more casual players, it's like, but now I can't. Well, you'll spend more time. I mean, hopefully it's a worthwhile game. A lot of people just burn through this stuff too fast. Like I said before, you know, you could unlock pretty much everything usable. You know, forget dynamite and fireworks, but pretty much everything that was a functional part of the game. You could pretty much unlock it all within an hour or two. You know, all you have to do is dig a hole straight into the ground and you're done. So, let's go ahead. Because I want to play with new toys. Let's see what that takes. What's required here. Haha, good for you. Getting in your own way. Tungsten, glass, and ceramic. Yeah, so glass will be for our containers. We need tungsten. We don't have any tungsten. I can't read the entries on. I don't think there's going to be any tungsten here. Yeah, there you go. That's what we need. Since we're just going to be exploring the possibilities. Now, the quartz seem pretty plentiful, frankly. Oh, you have tungsten? Do it. Why are you airwalking? What's a trade platform cost? Tungsten, iron. Oh, you can't build a trade platform until you leave the planet. I'm gonna go ahead and speculate that tungsten's not on Terra, so we need to get off of Terra. Yes, vehicle bay, precisely. I now regret unlocking the chemistry lab. Let's see what's left on here. Hey, can I look at this? That is not much. We are pretty much done on research, so I wasted a bunch. I'm gonna go back down underground and find it. Find some more. Oh, I should unload first. Unless there's somewhere where you make... Nah, there wouldn't be somewhere to make tungsten. I don't see anything that would fit that. What is this? Glass? Wind turbine is made of glass? Weird. But okay, so there's what I was talking about with the quartz. Let's see, I think I had a piece of glass over here, didn't I? Yeah, I made one. Okie dokie. It's a me, Astroneer. Am I holding extenders? Yes. Drop.
Brothers, well done, well done.
So when I curved my ramp to the right, I was mistaken. It needs to go more... When I curved it to the left, it needs to go more to the right. And, a little less of a slant, it seems. Now, I don't remember seeing a lot of need for clay. I do remember that there was quartz in between our ramps. It keeps happening. I don't remember seeing the full-size air tank. Was that next to the filter, or is that in a different category? Whoops, I was surfing and then I canceled it. Let's see if we can get it going again. There we go. Use the corpse. Oh, I already got that one. Or he already got that one. Maybe that's the one I got earlier. It's just weird seeing it from the other angle. And it looks like I'm gonna die. Oh, I know why there was resin underground. There used to be scattered compound deposits underground. And I always assumed it was to make filters. So it's probably why it's resin now. You're so smart. I'm gonna do my classic been there, done that to identify that this tunnel has been excavated. And there's some quartz with which I will make more wind generators. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so that goes back to his ramp. So once we have some extra energy going, it looks like we're going to be making more use of the smelter than before, possibly. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We may actually end up wanting to build the second one, which I haven't done in a long time. When you're out on the road scrapping, you don't trade your scrap for laterite and malachite. You have to trade it for the finished product unless you want to stop and build a smelter or drag one around in a car with you. And as somebody who has many times done both, I recommend against doing either. When you're out in the field, when you're away from the base, forget the forge. Back in the day, the smelter, I mean, not forge. just forget about it. But now we'll see what happens. I don't even know if you can build them on rovers anymore. I used to build everything on the rover. My first car would be 2 large storages with all the power, all the batteries, all the generators, the seat, a couple of empty slots to pick up research maybe, or just more generators depending on the situation. Look at that. I don't see how much it costs, but it's more than I have, so no. Hey, a big solar panel. Was that unlocked or was that found? Yep, see, there's the ring. You can change the recipe, but you still gotta fix the glitch. Oh, and I'm getting an access glitch here. I am holding down the run button right now, and you'll notice he holds up his gravity gloves. Supposedly the range has been increased on? I don't think so. I think that was somebody changed their graphic settings and didn't notice the scaling difference. Oh no, that's pretty far away. No, it looks like a 10% increase maybe. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. No, we'll save those last 2. I'm going to go ahead and make more generators. But I'm going to make them somewhere else, because we are getting into redundant power here. So, you might as well make your redundancies work with each other instead of against. See, look, little bro's turning. Good for him. I feel like I'm playing a different game that's just like tried to be Astroneer, or maybe the old one. But that's early access. It's supposed to feel different. I keep thinking I'm gonna dig up this compound and make a filter. Don't worry, I'm watching my air tank. Can already hear people groaning. All right, I was right. Oh, get back. Gotta get back. What direction are we going? I'm going southwest now, so I need to go east by northeast. And it looks like... I'm not going to pretend to know what he's doing. He's probably elevating the wind generators. I forgot again. Alright. My goodness, I'm just having the worst time of it. V-Sync's on. Let's see. That drops us down to an even 30 frames per second, but boy does it look a lot better. that looks better on the stream. Like I said, I should have 0 viewers the whole time because, let's face it, you playing it. You're not watching other people do this, you're playing it. Nobody's gonna come into these streams until they have a question, until they get stumped or something, and I don't think that's gonna be a real problem. There's a good chance that means that my streams, are gonna start being a lot of more Paladins, and I'll be playing Astroneer in my own time so that I can, you know, be a little freer to think about what I want to do versus worrying about what other people are thinking watching me. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can tune out the meta. Okay, so this looks as expected, and frankly it looks like someone's been here before. These tables do not provide air. Yeah, maybe he was already here on filters. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. So it's gonna be really funny when I do my gump runs where I just leave the base immediately, which now I don't have to do any research for because filters are already unlocked. So that'll be an interesting thing to stream. Probably do some of that tomorrow just to kind of see if there's anything new out there to explore. But I'm going to be looking for resin piles instead of compound piles, and that's, you know, I may end up falling into old habits by accident. Well, normally these bases usually have some kind of a small rover. Maybe some other stuff nearby. Some other little tables with generators and batteries, or who knows. Is that a big hole? Nope, just didn't load. Oh, it is a big hole. I'm not really seeing energy and oxygen on the walls underground. Did they get rid of it? It looks like they got rid of it. But there is the compounded resin underground, or at least the resin. So we'll see if that's enough to make persistent spelunking like we do with the oxygen. Because if you tag the oxygen and energy on the walls before, if you don't take the whole thing, it repopulates, you know, and you can put a mound of dirt in the middle and it'll populate up that and give you a little more surface area. So we'll see what happens. We'll play with it. I brought some resin back, so I'm going to make another medium storage to put some of these generators on. I am in the way. Ooh. Gassy. done that in the first place. Clean up, everybody everywhere. Clean up, astronauts don't wear underwear. Alright, let's see what else I have in here that can be malachite. Wow, I brought back a lot of copper. Let's make a couple more big solar panels now that we've got those charged. That's done, our battery's charged, we'll have plenty of power to start making some copper. It looks like you don't need... Oh yeah, you do need a sample. I think that the receptacles on the furnace, on the smelter, I think they need to come out a little further. They're just a little too tucked in. It's a little too irritating. Move this overhang top part back a little bit. Move these out to the edge. Give us some real workspace since these are so snug. Just a suggestion. Boy, aren't hiccups the dumbest thing to have when you're trying to get people to listen to you? Alright, so another medium storage, medium solar, medium wind. Oh, wait, I haven't seen a medium wind yet. Maybe we don't have that. I don't think he's unlocked those yet. We don't have a lot, so we're not going to. I'm certainly not going to do it. What is that, the resin symbol? No. I don't know what that symbol is. Zinc. What in the heck is zinc? I'm sure we'll figure that out soon enough. Alright, I'm gonna take 5, do a couple things, and I'll be right back, folks. Hello.
No.
What's up?
Turn it off.
What up? Talking to me?
No.
Can you hear me?
Abigail wasn't talking to you. Jeez.
Well, I'm going to be muted for a minute while I eat my pad thai, but I shall start talking again shortly. Alright, that's some good pad thai right there, let me tell you what. Tasty. Alright, let's get moving. Actually, I'm gonna gather up some of this. I'm gonna go back and see what he was doing, because he was building a shuttle. And it feels like they want you to build your base, but they want you to need... Oh, wow, we've still got that glitch. The visuals of the tether connection don't quite line up with the physics, the programming behind it, I guess. I'm assuming that's what it is. Or there's something wrong with the switch right there in that little tiny margin. But it's very likely that what they want you to do is have to leave the planet before you can actually build a base on another planet. Possibly. We'll see. I still want to see if there was one thing they mentioned in the PAX Twitch stream, and that was that they were working on but hadn't quite perfected putting a drill front mounted, a drill head. Oh, he's gone. Okay. What do I need to build one? 2 aluminum. Did he take my aluminum? No. Hopefully I have everything I need to follow him. We'll see where he went. Be-doo, 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 be-doo. That's a rover seat, which I don't even know why it lets you try to put that on there. Wait, do we not have the other seat unlocked? Where'd the little one? Ah, here we go. Shuttle seat is not unlocked. So, okay, fine, let's build a rover seat on it and see if it'll let me slap on the thruster. I certainly have more compound than I need. Please don't kill me before I do the thing. Did he find one? Oh, he just found one. Oh, what a jerk. Look at that, I'm not even in the chair. I hope it doesn't kill me. I don't know if that's just a visual glitch or if it actually thinks if the rocks are gonna kill me. I'm gonna find out. We'll see. need for a solid thruster? And is it unlocked? Solid fuel thruster. Resizing. Look at me crashing it and stuff. Yep, it's gone doink. Sorry guys, looks like I crashed the game by resizing it too much. So what I'm going to do is switch the game, since I'm playing it on small, I'm going to switch it over to my small screen and move everything else over to the big screen. Because, whatever. Forget about it. It's going to crash in a moment here, I'm assuming. Cause I'm the task man, yeah, the task manager. Not responding. I could have told you that. Alright, I don't know if people can still hear me, if the stream's still going, doesn't matter. We're gonna get this going. And close that, and move this. I'm going to take that over here, which means I can make all of these things smaller. So the story goes, and I'll try best that I can to carry on. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Alright, are we getting feed? Still gonna move a couple things around. Alright, we're getting feed. Let me just line it up real quick. Ha, that's not right either. Wow, this chat frame thingy is irritating. And nobody's talking, so whatever. Cool, there we go. And I'm going to full screen that over here. Apply. And of course that boxes it up completely differently, so I don't know why I bothered resizing it before. But there we go. It's gonna be a square, guys. Do you know why? Because I'm using a square screen. I know some of you haven't seen those ever. But there it is. Squares.
What is this square screen you speak of, sir?
Okay, now close that. Go to that. Why is it being a butthead? Shoop-a-joop. Boom. Jazoin. I said Jazoin. Do it. Make it so. 16 frames per second. That sounds like garbage. Garbage. What do we do with garbage?
We throws it the hells away.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, buddy. That sure looks like something. Ah, there we go. That was seeing the game before the game loaded. And it's not letting me move with the controller. So I'm going to turn the controller off and back on. Well, that's absurd. Ah, that's why I couldn't move. Because I wasn't supposed to. Did you see my body just fly into the thing as it was flying down? Lots and lots of preloading. Hey look, clouds to a non-existent planet. What is happening? Oh, this is cute. Okay, I like this a lot. What if I get out? What's gonna happen? Because the only thing up there was stuff I built. Now I'm way the heck out here. Is that the last place I saved? Wait, this isn't where I was. What's going on? I don't get it. I wasn't even over here. Oh, it just took me to the moon with him. Oh, what are we getting air off of here? That tether has a weird thing on it. It is a Dominator. Hey, what are we getting air off of? Because I'm stranded out here. Sphalerite for zinc. Did we have some zinc? Or did we need zinc for something? There's the floating glitch. There it is. if there's gonna be any wind there, buddy. You might have should have brought some solar. Ammonium. Oh, for a solid thruster, yeah. There, now we're going full speed. Not that we're gonna build a smelter by any means, but at least we'll have some aluminum ore. Wow, that looks terrible. What I used to do back in the day when I didn't want to deal with these pink things in the caves. I said, screw it, go around. Hey, there's some energy on the ground. There is a compound deposit. And a resin deposit. I feel like I'm in a wind tunnel with the noise it's making. Does that sound weird? It sounds weird to me. And I'm gonna die because it's just the thing to do these days, you know? Low gravity, man. So cool. What is going on there? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, see? Nothing. So that's probably just another glitch a la multiplayer. I wonder if I'll ever see his shuttle. There's not going to be any organic here unless you find it underground. Where did that cave go? I'm so lost. We need at least one table for one of the energy globs to actually be useful at all. But at least it'll be on hand. Okay, I'm just going to destroy these things in this layer because I want these resources. I don't want to worry about it. Take one of these energy bundles to him. Wait, what is this? Where am I getting organic? Is that what I'm getting out of that energy? Is this turning into organic? Hilarious. That's so silly. No, 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 no. Do not want. So apparently the energy blobs underground just turned into organic now. Awkward. I don't know what the rationale is there. It's not coming to me. I'm a little delirious anyway, but it don't make no sense to me, boss. I come out away from the resources a little bit. Basic resources. As we proceed down the tunnel. Travel with a small generator on my back. It's not the worst way to go. Now they've got a little extra encouragement for it. Turn into a thing. What is that? Besides creepy little... Oh, research samples. Hilarious. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Clearly. Put me on Terra so I can build my own spaceship and not be all glitched out. Nope, look, it's aiming at the moon. Terra doesn't look like a planet, the moon does. Besides, that's the base. It's not on Terra, it's right there. Did you see the beacon for it? There it is. There. I love it. I'm getting out. Boom. Just landed on my butt. Oh, this is that one glitch. If I hold down X, it recenters it. Look at him building a moon base already. Alright. I'm gonna... Oh, there's a ship. Kick the beacon. No, no kick the beacon. Wow. There's a place that is magical and full of life. How do I keep walking to the wrong end? Oh, this is his. This isn't my cave. Your cave is in another castle.
I went the wrong way. Get me out of here. It's a mess. I don't know what to do.
I didn't dig the hole, so I can't get out of it. One of the joys of multiplayer when you've spent a lot of time playing on your own, and so is the other person, is you develop different habits, so you don't look for the same signs when you're just doing just about anything. You don't dig the same kind of holes, you don't dig the same at all. I had some instant research down there I'm going to check out, and I do want to make a jar, because I was probably going to end up making an extractor, because it's the moon. And quite frankly, my vote, if it comes down to it, is to stay on the moon and destroy it. Yeah, let's do the canister. I'm hungry. I'm in the mood for moon tonight. I want to eat some moon. It's made of cheese anyway. No more cheesy puns. Now if we're gonna build an extractor, I don't have to worry about using up all this. Ow. Now, it felt like that big spiker killed me pretty much immediately, but that may have been a number of reasons, honestly, glitching or something. I don't have to worry about taking all the compound in that last pile, but I should leave it there and take it from deeper in. That way if we need something to build later, we only have to go to the outside edge. So I just got another pop. I'm going to count on there being more down here. And I'm going to pretty much destroy every single one of these things that I find anywhere ever again. Because they suck. I hate them. I'm over it. For like the 100th time on and off, you know how it is. Some days you're just really good at not getting stuck on them, and some days it's just like, why do I always do it? Why is this the 10th time in 5 minutes that I've gotten killed by one of these? Trying to get the same stupid corpse full of crap. Nice and slow, because it won't let me rapidly do that. Be too easy. Here's my impression of those exploding. Wow, 154. That one won't work. Mouse time. They look like little turds or raisins or something. It's hilarious. These things haven't managed to kill me yet, even though I've been pretty much standing still. That's pretty spectacular. Funny. Run away, run away. This looked like another one of those. Shall. Come on now. Well, I got one. we call the big payoff. Wait, what does this turn into? This isn't tungsten, is it? We needed tungsten for that science lab. And I think for the other extractor too. I'm going to leave the compound here, because, ta-da, why wouldn't I? Actually, I'm going to leave the tethers here too. Alright, groovy. Now, how hard is it to get back up here? I don't remember if I haven't tried to get back up here yet, but it looks like they made it easy enough. Let's find a big research that isn't feeding something important. Clay. Clay don't care. Explode, little turds, explode! Damn turd nuggets not doing nothing right. Wait, did he come in here and make a tunnel? No, that was me, I dropped one. Okay. I know I sounded annoyed. There's nothing annoying about that. Well, okay, the annoying thing is that I didn't notice. But it didn't happen, so it's fine. I love these LED light bulbs, not the ones that actually have a bunch of little diodes in them that you would normally see like a typical diode, but like they have the long vertical strands that are, you know, around the center post, and they have that nice yellow glow to them. But mine's flickering, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's an LED, is it supposed to flicker like that? But it is possible that it's because of the size of it, and that the little ones flicker just as much. It's just little flickers, so you don't notice. These are just a few of my incredible thoughts. Well, let's just fix it then. Alright. I don't know if he built a research station up here, but it looks like he's planning to. Looks like I arrived way too late. It's funny, they changed the way copper and wolframite look, but they still look the same. Or maybe they inverted the colors. I don't know. But I'm going to leave all this up here because there's so much underground, it's kind of absurd to take it. We are going to need some more generators soon, aren't we? Well, if I hadn't glitched up here, if I'd actually built my rocket, I could have brought some. That doesn't mean I would have remembered to. Honesty hour. Probably would have forgot. Or I would have assumed he did, and then when I got here I would have realized that that's stupid too, because... Whoa. Because the only way to bring him is in the backpack, and, you know, not enough space. Not enough space for outer space. I find? Lithium. And then I died because I forgot where I am. And there's some quartz. Make some wind generators in a minute here. That looks like more lithium and more things trying to kill me and power. We may have to make a lot of small batteries for the time being. Wow, those things are on the black rock, so you can't kill it unless you have one of the mods or the drill. That's pretty devious, protecting the lithium like that. But they're easy enough to get around. Just have to keep moving so they can't target you directly. Am I gonna get something out of all this? Got one quartz. There we go. And since I've got a little extra space left, we'll come over here and get this huge thing of lithium sticking off over here. That is some slow mining. Okay. So it looks like there's been some changes to how many little things to a thing there are. Unless, no, I guess not. I'm just not hearing it go. I've got a ton of lithium now. Tomato. So much freaking lithium. How do I reach this lithium? Well, it's coming out of my ears, so it's time to head home. Back to the top, back to the top of the world. Up, or just in a hole.
Hey, look at me, I'm in a hole. I'm go.
She's hilarious. Ah, oh, nope, it's not gone. That can be quite a detrimental thing to do, to shove something into the dirt and then let go of it, and you may not see it ever again. If there's a layer, an open cave under you, sure, but otherwise it will end up on the other side of the planet until it does hit open air again, which may just send it out into space, depending on how your physics react to it. It's a lot of fun, let me tell you. There's a dad. This is going to be hilarious. Because he's not even looking. He's going to turn around and be like, what the crap, lithium? Because I brought back 7 bits of lithium. Hey, turn around. Have the quartz, it's a wind generator. Aluminum. Don't need no freaking aluminum, we need... Wait, is wind not working on the moon? A wind generator is no good. Faces in the window and voices in the night. Give me shelter. If you think that's bad, wait till I start singing some bluegrass Slipknot, which actually probably wouldn't sound that bad if somebody took a serious go at it. In fact, I bet it's been done. I did my time, I don't mind. Psychosocial. No pain. Holy Moses. What is that? That's new to me. Oh, it's graphite, okay. Well, let's grab a piece to show that there is a deposit here. And hope that we don't get gassed in the process. Do I have some? Yes, I have some. I feel like I should be dying from this gas. Oh, there it is. There it is. What do we have here? Are those both malachite? Yeah. Orangey greenishness. Alright, we're gonna go back up here. Get some oxygen and run it down. Shelter, shelter, shelter. Faces in the window, hiding from the light. You're my shelter. Tomatoes, another graphite. No, this is sphalerite. Looks like I got myself some research getting to it. Need to kill these things real fast. So many. How am I not dead yet? Did they dial that back? So in the last update, these things killed me within like, if I stood still for a second within range, then all three would just hone in on me and just demolish me instantly. Come on, light, help me out here. Okay, let's try really hard not to die. Back to the front. Down. Sorry, I'm gonna try to avoid singing Metallica, but man, that was some of the catchiest pop metal ever. It was weird, like, for a couple albums there, it was like pop thrash, and then it just turned into hard rock, and then people are like, no, it's still metal, and I'm like, you're headbanging to hard rock, it might as well be Disturbed by the late 90s, or the mid 90s, you know, Load, Reload, 97, 98, 95 to 98, and something like that, who cares. Boy, did I back then, though. Used to love some Metallica. Play Metallica, man. I guess I could organize this stuff since I'm not the one using it. Kind of letting him have the layout here. I don't know what sphalerite is. I don't know what that's for. Oh, zinc, but what was the zinc for? For pooping, silly. Give me shelter, shelter. Why did I smoke that? I don't know. Some solar panels. Definitely don't need more tungsten. Not yet. Solar panels, that's the ticket. So we make a research station. We get this stuff smelted. I'm gonna go find some more organic. Looks like he grabbed that piece. He did. I'll try to find some more organic. I'll come back with a backpack full of it because it seems like that's the only thing we're missing still.
Did he just say big fat pig? Do you think he meant me? Oh.
What's that guy's name? Don DeLuise.
Caesar.
You're either cooking or puking. Get off fat. Get off fat. What's that? More stuff I don't need. Hey. Batteries would come in handy here. You know, when you're running on grass generators and there's an actual end of it. Yeah, I was a little confused too there. Alright, well we don't need that much. Let's get some more organic. Which I still think is silly. I haven't reconciled that mentally yet, but I trust these guys. I'm gonna rock it. Let's see where it go. Oh no, not another one. That's too close. Probably should have waited anyway. Oh, die all ye plant life, otherwise you'll kill me. We don't take kindly to folks what don't take kindly to things around here. God damn it, Skeeter, shut the hell up. Don't make fun of my graphics card unless you're gonna send me money for a new one. Which you can't do because I'm not set up for it, because who cares? I don't know, I guess I could get a Patreon thing going or whatever, I don't know. Just wait for the ads to start if I get any followers. Do people really want to hear
A cynical old man playing some Astroneers is...
Whoa, how long was it gonna wait? Oh, the whole tether link, that's right. I'm on garbage graphics because... Garbage graphics card. So it doesn't actually slide the tether line down the line, it jumps from thing to thing so it doesn't have to think as hard. Wide mod. Well, they'll have. Alright, we got a vehicle bay. What happened to the chair? Did you... Please tell me you didn't lose your chair. Oh, that's the used thruster. I still don't know where you're... What do you do with it? Oh, salvage. Hit scrap. They really are one-shots. I thought you could rebuild them. He called it a one-shot, but I thought it was just like, you know, just didn't hold that much. And he was... Dude, we've got 11,000 research. Build a bigger shuttle so we can both get out of here. Yeah, don't set it off now. don't think he realizes that I can't see his shuttle. Maybe he'll get it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So maybe this stuff turns into organic now so that you don't have to put it on a table, so that you can just feed it to a generator with a power cable coming out of it. That sounds pretty nifty. Seems like a good enough reason to do a thing, right? I'm gassy. Is there a conversion loss on batteries? I never bothered to pay attention enough to figure that out. Like if you charge a battery off of a grass generator, as much as you put into it, do you get that much back out of it? Must get all the pops. It looks like the tool goes further. Not like tons, but pretty good amount. Alright, we're all set. Back to the surface. I decided to take my work back above ground so that it would fall into the wrong hands. Because screw that. Those hands are gonna blow up holding my stuff. Then I can just take it back. Good night, moon. Oh. Wolframite. Why is this running? What's the deal, Bab? What's up with it, Dad? One tungsten. Get out of here, tungsten. So stupid. My copper. Oh my god, tungsten, leave me alone. Fair. Get this tungsten off me. I haven't seen that wind generator turn once, but that doesn't mean that it won't. Oh, it's a save on postage. And I won't recharge till the sun comes up.
Till the cows come home.
Which is about to happen. Let's watch this deploy because they took the little stem out of the center of it. Which is great because they had a solar stem for the reflection on the solar panels instead of mirrors, and it was like, I don't know, is that redundant or is it unnecessarily... Just roam. Hey there, sunlight, hit me with another. So if that's the medium battery, small battery should be over here somewhere with the power cells, and it costs 1,500. We've got all these tables. I wish they didn't disconnect unless you actually pulled them away. Oh, wow. Okay. That was not sunlight at all. Show me potato salad. Please charge my batteries. Hurry the hell up. Oh, that's a large B platform. What do we need for that? Resin, resin, resin. Do I have 3 resins? I don't see 3 resins up here. So at least with that, we'll be able to start a project immediately. I think I saw some resin down here. Oh! What? Is that not the one I went down earlier? No, it was this one. all the planets. Or just 3 of them. Is that exotic over there? Terran's not moving. You know why? There's the others. Because it's not actually right there. That is not where Terran is. Hey, he's back. No? I swear I saw the beacon. There it is. What the what? Has he been standing there the whole time? Hilarious. I'm gonna go get some resin and make a table. And then I need more resin so I can make an extractor, so I don't have to keep running down here for compound and resin, and I can just keep getting it up there, and I can save the resin down here and the compound for filters and tethers. Wow, that low gravity can really get you more momentum than you want, and boy will that kill you faster than falling off of a cliff if you're not careful. It's actually much slower. One resin. Two resin. 3. Yeah, that's 3. Let's fill up. Let's get it all. Let's grab this whole pile right here. There's probably another 3 or 4 in here. 1. There's 1 more. Yeah, I almost took a screenshot of that right there. Probably should have, but I kind of want to wait to see if I can get a slightly better one. Of course, I haven't been using my stream Twitter, but my background on my Twitter is from 9.2, and I think it was 9.2. It might be labeled on the shot, but it had all the planets in it, and it looked like they were about to align. One of them was actually going the wrong way. It was off to the other side, so it was actually coming out of alignment while the others were going into it. But yeah, it's a neat shot. I like it a lot, and I want to try to get one where they're actually all aligned, but the odds of facing it while they're actually there. And again, that's only a glitched image of Terran. I think. Pretty sure. Because when I was landing, there was the clouds and the base were off in a different area. Completely different area. Now, let's see if I can build something right here. No, these solar panels are in the way. And we only got like 2 seconds of sunlight, and it didn't even hit these panels. I don't understand what you're doing there, but it's not because it's not flat. It's definitely not gonna let me do it though. Oh, because my gun's out. My gun. It's not a gun. There's no guns. Well, I personally think that should be for a soil extractor. My background on Xbox is old, when small solar was compound. I don't know what update. Oh yeah, see, I started April of this year, and I've put in a lot of hours, but by the time I started, the solar panels were already up to copper. Yeah, I think a lot of people are enjoying it more on PC. I'm not 100% on that. I haven't heard a lot of complaints, but there is going to be crossplay. I think they already do some crossplay. There you no, the other thing. The other thing. I wanted the soil extractor because we're at. I don't want to keep going back for more resin. That. I want that. Do we have any aluminum? We don't have any aluminum. It's all sphalerite. Buy solar panels. Maybe if we... Well, see, there's some sunlight. Oh, I forgot. We're on a moon. It's a proper orbit. So, like... Yeah, see... I think it's another glitch. Just a visual glitch on my part. On my system, that the solar panels aren't facing the sun. Could be wrong. There's a way to test, and that's to see if a disconnected table gets any power from it, but... Oh, the sun's gone. Hey, you had an aluminum. Sweet. Well, I will start dirt farming. It doesn't feel as bad dirt farming when you can't do it for everything. You know, before I used to take a wide mod, a turbo, and a couple of small batteries, and I would just make, you know, 10 medium batteries worth of lithium. And it took a little bit, but when you're building a base inside of a mountain cave, it gets away from you pretty quick. And all of a sudden you're just like, what did I do that for? Now I have no reason to do other things. Do not want, do not want, do not. Table. I think it's weird you can't activate it from the menu. Like, a little bit of an oversight there, I guess. Let's recharge the batteries real quick. This song right here, this kind of soft, folksy background music kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. They're really thoughtful kind of emo stuff. But yeah, if you haven't played this game in a while, I mean, it was different this year when I got into it from when my buddy, that over here, this guy, wherever he went, there he is, when he started playing was back in 2017, I guess? Yeah, I think so. And it was just a wildly different game. It was before the power system update. And I got in March or April when the power system was on these yellow cables. I've never played with anything else. Alright, this is my first one of these guys, the chemistry lab. I'm gonna open that up real quick, assuming he doesn't beat me to it. So we've got organic and resin to make rubber, which I don't know what to do with that. Carbon and compound for plastic, don't know what that does either. Aluminum and copper for an alloy. Tungsten and carbon for tungsten carbide. Graphite and hydrazine for graphene. I don't even know what you do with this stuff. You can make a diamond with 2 graphenes. What do you do with a diamond? Oh yeah, so the thruster, I don't know if you can still find the traditional thruster, but now they have solid fuel thrusters that you make with hydrazine and one of the other resources, and it's a one-shot. See, this is the solid fuel thruster. when it's empty, it's done for, and you can set it off like this, and it's kind of like the thrusters that you were able to find laying around underground, and I think they got rid of those now. It's just these solid fuel thrusters. But yeah, I'm not gonna burn it right now because I think he's got a plan for it. But yeah, it's the solid fuel thruster now, and once they're empty, you can, it looks like it says salvage, so it looks like you can scrap it. I'm interested to figure out what to do with things like graphene and diamonds. I don't know, maybe that's the upper tier here? See, the large storage is made out of 3 ceramics. The extra large is 2 steel and iron. Extra large table, extra large platform B, that's resin and iron. A crane is steel, silicone, and titanium. Okay. Plastic and compound, plastic and aluminum alloy. Okay, so they've used the resources to create more of a difficulty system. I see, so it just gets more complex the higher up the tier you go. That's how they have it tiered. It's not about what it is, it's about the complexity of making it. But then you've got, no, because this tier has really simple stuff in it, and the research center. I don't know. Oh yeah, the unknown. So that that was before 9.2. 9.2 they introduced the shredder, and those things that you're talking about that just said resource, unknown resource, you're talking about like the stuff that would be near like crash ships and stuff like that, and it was like pieces of satellites and pieces of the ships. That stuff you can now put in a module called the shredder. And well, I don't know if they've changed it with this update that came out today, but up until today at least, I can say that the shredder was a module. It cost 1,000 to unlock for the large one, 500 for the small one that you could put little stuff in, and you shred that stuff into scrap, and then you could throw that scrap onto the trade platform and swap it for any of the materials in the game. Now, of course, that was too easy, so you had to make a challenge out of it, but for the casual player, it just seemed like a really overpowered way to get any resource in the game. And so with this update, they've changed it again, and the trade, you can't just order anything you want. You still have to leave the planet to go get resources. And so up until today, so far, you could pretty much get any resource and build anything you wanted without ever leaving Terra, and really without ever going too far from your base. And so what they've tried to do is reinstill that the necessity of exploration. So here we are on the moon, and we're finding you know, zinc ore and whatever, this sphalerite, which I think sphalerite, that's the zinc ore. And then there was another one. There are some others that I didn't see on Terra, but we didn't do an extensive search of Terra. Oh, here's the solid fuel thruster. Here's a spent one. And you can see it says salvage on it. And that's pretty much what those pieces of the ships would say was salvage. And you drop those into the shredder, grinds them up, makes a piece of scrap like these things, a nugget, and you trade it for anything. I'm curious to see what you can do with a trade platform now, but I think we're going to stay away from that for the time being. This chemistry lab, like, the possibilities are endless, but I gotta say, you know, like I was saying, the overpowered up until now, you know, I almost feel a little impatient, like we're not getting anywhere, like it almost feels tedious again like it used to. Thank God. You know, I can't just beat the game in 2 hours anymore and unlock everything I need. We have to go through and work at it, you know. It takes a fair amount of effort and time. And that's the important thing, is time, you know. You don't want people to beat your game in 2 hours. I don't care what kind of game it is, you know. Like, cell phone games take, you know, 10 hours to beat, or they're, you know, massive online. You can play it forever. So, they put a lot of effort into creating a new balance, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think it's interesting. I think they've brought a lot of the mystery back to the game, because you know, you can put all the mystery you want in the game, but if it takes you an hour to solve it, who cares? And I think they did a really good job so far. I'll be curious, you know, once I get to the end of the tech tree, I'll probably have a more fleshed out opinion, but once I've gone through it a few times, then, you know, we can actually start to critique it again and see if it needs tweaking, nerfing, powering. And as much as I love playing multiplayer, I can't really gauge much of an opinion off it, because even now I get so many glitches. And I don't know if dedicated servers are going to help that, you know? Like, if there's something about the fact that different computers don't communicate well enough to not have the glitches, or if there's something with the algorithms where it's trying to split its attention too much and it can't, you know, host two people like that effectively. I don't know. I'm not sure. But hopefully they sort that out, because sorting out the multiplayer is what's really going to make a big difference to me. And to most people, I think, because I think most people view this as a two-player game, not optionally, you know? Like, you really want two people. You really want your friends to help you out. You want 10 people. And they said something in the future. Oh. Yeah, you can definitely strand people on planets. Of course, the first thing you want to do if you do get stranded on a planet is try to find, well, it used to be air filters were made with compound, now they're made with resin. So if that happens, go find a resin pile, get some oxygen, and then find some compound and get enough compound and resin and try to make power as quickly as possible so you can get a table to feed air off of. And you know, then you try to race your friend into building a better base, but you're starting at a big disadvantage. But it's really tough, and I haven't seen any air bubbles laying on the ground anywhere. So, you know, there used to be the oxygen bubbles that you could pop to stay alive a little bit longer, and it looks like those are gone. So even just running around and exploring, it sounds like they wanted that to be a bit more work, and I applaud that mentality. I think, you know, I used to just run around off of compound piles, and I could run around the entire planet. I circumnavigated several times, several different save files around Terra, just running off of compound. And it was a lot of fun, but, you know, it's not the game they wanted it to be, I think. And so it'll be a little harder, because when I used to do that, the air bubble pockets were a huge help in surviving between compound piles. And they're gone! They took them away! Alright, I'm gonna go underground. Wait, where's my jar? Did he take my jar? No, it's right there. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Just hanging out. Wow, it feels like it's taken forever to fill up these jars. No, that's pretty good. I was just moving around too much. You know what? Let's go get some late aluminum, because I seem to remember something I wanted to do needed aluminum. So yeah, solar panels are still made with copper, and what you make, you find the quartz, which are those big crystalline-looking resource piles. You use quartz to smelt to glass, and that's how you make the wind generators, which I think is kind of weird. Oh yeah, the fuel condenser, yeah. You still need, well, this is the fuel condenser now. Well, this is the one that used, this was the, they turned what was it? It's the one you feed the ammonium into and it fills your jars pretty much instantly. They turned that one into the chemistry lab. And the fuel condenser is now just a condenser that you use for multiple things. But we haven't even built one yet, let alone explore it, and they really didn't go into a lot of detail. Hey, that wind generator is going. I'm gonna go get some more quartz. That should be enough to charge those batteries. So I'm gonna go grab some quartz and we're gonna make some more wind generators, because... Oh, and I'm gonna cut one of these off to conserve, because that's gonna go past what we need for the batteries. There's a pile of quartz over here. I think it was this way. But yeah, the thing with the fuel condenser was that the one that just you didn't have to feed resources into, you just hook it up, slap a jar on it, and it fills the jar. It took a long time. It took a lot of power. And you could definitely spend a lot. If you had enough power, you just build 3 of them and you can get your ship off the ground pretty fast. Oh, the new little mini rover? Yeah. Those things are pretty cool. It's got 2 little single slots on it. Typically you're going to want to use those for power, at least one of them. It will run for a while off of a single charge, so you can totally decorate it with lights or something if you want to, or put a light on one side, but it has its own headlights, which are pretty functional, surprisingly, since they haven't done anything with the large rover headlights. But yeah, it's just a little exploration buggy. You build a chair on it, and it just goes for days. It's all good. It's the internet age where if you don't have at least one typo in every statement, people think you're snobby. So I've noticed online that the most circulated memes have the most typos and grammatical errors and just horrible, horrible English, but it's almost like, you know, it's almost like that's less distracting for people. It makes it seem more like casual language, so you can focus on what's actually trying to be said in the meme. But that only works for, you know, contextual meme reference language. You know, if you're writing a research paper, you don't want a bunch of contextual meme language in it. But it totally works if you're just throwing an idea out there to try to provoke a thought. If you're trying to provoke a thought, you know, as long as your spelling and grammar are close enough, people almost seem to prefer it, just based on what you see circulated out there, which I think is hilarious. I think it's super funny. It's almost like, you know, the statement that I'm promoting is pretentious enough that it's almost better if I have some errors to kind of even it out, so that people don't think I'm being too smart-ass. Oh yeah, but see, there was another shuttle and I couldn't see it. I think he made that one for me. We need a full-size shuttle going. Which means I need to figure out what they cost. Two titaniums and 2 ceramics. There's some clay underground. Okay, cool. Well, I'll go first. Let's make these wind generators real quick. I don't think we're gonna need that right now. It looks like our power system's pretty stacked, but I know that the power meter on the tables also reads what the batteries are capable of. I think they need to make that a multicolor thing. Whatever power you're getting out of the batteries, it needs to show separately. That way you don't count on it being a fully powered system and then it's not. But I get how that's not super critical, since, you know, you're relying on generators that rely on outside forces to power them, you know, wind and sun, so they're not going to be consistent either. But they're cyclically consistent rather than having to be recharged. I don't know, I think it would be nice if there was some kind of distinguishing characteristic, like just a different color would probably do it. You could use the same gauge and just have yellow filled for what's being generated, and then, you know, blue for what's being supplied by battery. And then you can kind of gauge without having to run around and check all your batteries. Oh wait, no, it was over here. Right? Where was that clay? There we go. So I'm gonna get some clay, throw it in the furnace, make some ceramic. I'm gonna start building a full-size spaceship out here. Because hell yeah, right? Hell yeah. That sounds like the thing to do. Although I haven't found any titanium. We need titanium. That's back on Terra. So maybe I'll take the clay with me and build it on Terra. I think that's the better plan. Okay. There we go. Wow, my graphics card is working overtime. Almost a steady 100% graphics processor usage. I really need to get a better card. Keeps dropping under 30 frames per second, which is making it kind of glitchy, twitchy. Alright, let's start firing the clay. Yeah, they definitely changed the colors this time around. Unfortunately, there's still wolframite and laterite that are the same color, and then they turn into copper and tungsten, which are the same color. They're both two-toned, but it's the same two tones. So I'm just like, what are you doing, guys? What's up with that? Hydrazine catalyzer, that's what it used to be called. The catalyzer is the one, it's this thing now, but it was called the catalyzer, and it worked the same. You shove something in the bottom here and it pumps you something out the top. But now it's a super multifunctional science facility. Where's the sun now? I keep forgetting we're on a moon, so the sun's going to be inconsistent. Why isn't that? No, you see that? You see, that's what gets me. I don't understand at all what the deal is with that. Like, they're pointed at the sun, I see the sun, they're getting sun, but nothing's charging. I mean, if it was getting some power and it was just getting used, it would still be a thin yellow line. What all do we have in here? Aluminum, tungsten. Let's see, do I need titanium for the mid-size shuttle? No, that's aluminum alloy and ceramic, so I need copper. And I have aluminum here. I wonder how you make aluminum alloy. That's probably over here at the science station, right? I think that's what it was. Let's go ahead and set it to... Oh, it is. Aluminum and copper. Okay. And it looks like you can only make one at a time. Let's double check that we don't have any copper or malachite. That is wolframite. zinc. More zinc. Wolframite. Do not want. Why won't it let me pick this stuff up? Oh, it's glitched again. Okay, so I need to go underground and grab some copper. No problemo. That should be enough to get the batteries charged. I'll grab a little bit more underground. Oh wait, what am I carrying? Laterite, more aluminum. Okay. I'm gonna throw that over here in the hole. Make some room. Yeah, now the compound has a nice dark tone to it. It's a little harder to see at night, which is totally cool with me. I don't. I'm gonna say that a lot. That's totally cool, but like, I'm probably gonna say that about everything. I'm probably not gonna have a lot of problems with anything they've done. The only things that are bothering me are the things that haven't been addressed yet, but we're still early access. Nothing to be upset about. It's a work in progress, and I'm having a, like, it really feels like a different game, so I'm probably gonna have a completely different experience playing it by the time it hits 1.0. So it'll be like I got two different games for my money, and people who've been around since the beginning probably feel the same way already. Like, they probably already feel like they're playing a different game. And then this update changes it again, and then 1.0 changes it again. And where did that tether line go? A little bit of wall writing. Alright, let's go deeper, because I feel like I'm gonna have to go deeper underground to get more copper. I feel like I kinda got lucky on that last one. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, resin. Okay. Well, it can't hurt to go ahead and finish off one of those. I can always throw it away later if I don't want to take it back up with me. Alright, this looks like a nice downward angle. Nope, missed. I try to get these tethers as far away as possible sometimes. And I really hope that that's not wolframite to my left. I really want that to be copper. It is, because it's a pile I've already gotten into. Malachite, malachite, it's all good, it's malachite. So that was 2. What does it take to build the other sciencey thingy? There's the large shredder. So that takes tungsten carbide and a couple of irons. Intense. Wait, what's that? Medium generator. What am I looking for here? What am I missing? Aha! Atmospheric condenser, plastic, glass, and iron. Okay, so I have to make some plastic. God, look at all that. Is that malachite? Wolframite, damn. Look at all this lithium. Good golly. But you need more than lithium to make a battery now? So I can totally understand why that could be a common resource all the way here at the core of the moon. And that does go down into a tunnel. So rather than deal with the pinkies, and I'm stealing that from Doom, by the way, the old original Doom from the early 90s, there were those little pink demons that were like pitbull pig demon things. They were really pink, and nobody knows what they're actually called. I mean, it's out there, but nobody cares. But we always called them pinkies. Oh, look at that. I found a solid fuel thruster. Not bad. Not bad. Too bad I can't stick it in my backpack. I did not make that walkway properly. Do-da-da-da-do. Then we climb the ladder and then grab the thruster. And we'll put that up here. And I'm going to continue the hunt for copper in case I need more. Go ahead and grab some power while I'm here. That one did not die. Dead seed Tupperware will not break. Whoop, it broke. Seeds. Plant some organic farming. No, did not want that. I have to be more careful. They've rearranged it a little bit, and you can't cancel backpack production. Oh no, I'm gonna die. What's happening? It's too many resources, it's clogging up my graphics card. Poor little graphics card. Little old GT Samutan ain't got no idea what to do here. This is a mess. This is a royal mess. Let's back up and caught that thing. It still hurt. Like, there's still the dark rock around some of the lithium that you can't cut through with the regular tool. Hey, is this a treasure tunnel? No, it splits, which means I shouldn't go down because I don't have the tether line. There we go. But there's just more lithium than you'll ever need without having to bring a special tool in for it. Ow. Why did I do that? Okay, well, because this area is wreaking havoc on my graphics card, and I have no idea what other resources I am going to need, I'm going to call off the hunt for more copper. I think these two will do me just fine for now. And if they don't, we'll figure it out from there. Now, where did that solid fuel thruster go? No, like, where'd it go? No! It's gone. It disappeared. Is he back? Did he take it? Was he here? I don't know. These questions and more may never get answered. Alright, I'm far enough underground on the moon that the gravity is just almost non-existent. Whoop, there goes the... Come on. Alright, let's see if there's anything else we can do here. Oh, this is gonna look terrible. Oh, that's not too bad. That should give me a couple of extra frames. I don't know what that looks like on the stream, if it's watchable at all. I'm getting like 20 frames per second here. Tops. My CPU's not overheating. Nor am I topping it out at all, so that's good. I wonder if they'll do away with the auto heal. I wonder if they'll make it to where you have to spend a certain amount of time in a habitat or a healing item or something to recover your health. Be curious to see what direction that goes. Okay, we need to melt this copper down. I really wish this smelter was on one of the wing tables. Frankly, I don't like smelters on the smaller tables. They don't work very well for me. Okay. There's a copper. Shove that in here. Hey, what gives? Aluminum, copper. Power. Oops. There it is. Catalyze. Watch it just eat it up. Oh yeah, that's quick. Nice and quick. Now's our other piece of copper done. Yes. It dinged. I love it. Now that we've got some more table space, oh, those are the two bars from the battery stayed there. That's another glitch, is power cells. They don't leave. So you see these two bars right here? The power bars, those are never going anywhere because they're from this battery, even though this battery... Oh, nope, they're completely gone. Missing entirely. Don't you touch my alloy. I kid, I kid. It was tough to make those, so... Well, it'd be a lot tougher to remake, too. Titanium and graphene to make titanium alloy.
That sounds a little excessive.
And I just unplugged it. I'm having a hard time with these glitches, affecting the controls a lot. Cool. Alright, let's reconnect. I'm going to use the inside one so that our power trees out nicely. What was I doing? Oh, right. Okay. Now, for that I need plastic. How do I make plastic? That's gonna be resin and something, what, carbon? Nanocarbon alloy, titanium and steel, with helium. You have to catalyze it with helium. Carbon and compound. How do you make carbon? What? Yeah, there's 2 rockets. You want me to go back to Terra with you? I don't get it. What? Type it. I don't know what that... I don't know what you're doing. Oh, damn it. You unlocked the large shuttle. I was making aluminum alloy for the small one. Titanium alloy is a pain in the ass to make. God. We have to build that. Alright, well I gotta leave all my stuff here in case I need to bring anything back. So many different resources now. The medium storage is going to be a lot more useful. It's about my bedtime. Well, thanks for watching. The Sleepy Dragon playing the brand new Astroneer update. I don't know if there's an official name for this update. Ever since I got wind of it, I've been calling it the PAX update. Oh, and we've rolled past the 1200th hour. I don't think you can see that on the stream, but I have crossed 1200 hours. I'll have to get a screenshot of that. And, yeah, that did the thing. I'll put that up on my Twitter as my screenshot for 1200 hours. That should be fun. Let's see, what do we got? Where's my Twitter feed? Something you'll only ever hear me talk about in reference to this game is my Twitter feed. Not that I don't follow it. I have a personal account. I just don't use it. I just use it to look at other stuff. Yeah, there we go. Well, thanks for watching, and have a great day.